Sorry, can you slow down a little bit? So you need to know the causes of cell injury and causes of
Inflammation. They are the same.
Oh, they're the same. Okay, they're the
Same.
same.
Okay. Then adaptations is important. You need to know about the adaptations. You may be asked a question as to discuss cellular adaptations or what are the 4 types of adaptations. So you need to mention there is hypertrophy, hyperplasia, atrophy, metaplasia. So definition with, or you can write anything about it. That will be more better.
Okay, so the questions could be discuss cellular adaptations. There's 4 types. Hypertrophy, what is it? Hyperplasia, what is it?
You can know the definition, and if it's okay, you can know one example as well.
Can you slightly explain about adaptations? Because I try to read through, since I'm not so understand about adaptations for this, can you explain briefly?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe after this.
Okay.
Are you coming tomorrow?
No. Yeah.
If time permits, we'll discuss it today.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, I am having the class tomorrow afternoon. If any one of you wants to come for injury, inflammation, healing, neoplasia, you have attended, right? So, injury, inflammation, healing, you are most welcome to come. Okay. This we'll discuss. At the end we'll discuss. Okay. So you need to know the definition and maybe one example. Okay.
So one example of hypertrophy. One example of what? Adaptation.
Uterus in pregnancy, showing hypertrophy, hyperplasia, breast tissue hyperplasia. Okay, let's go further. Necrosis, definition and types of necrosis. So definition is in your first slide, and these are the 6 types of necrosis, and you should be able to write at least one sentence about each type of necrosis. Alright? So either you can write what it is caused by, what is the example, anything you can write about. This we will be studying for you tomorrow. Alright?
So necrosis, you need to know the cause and example of the 6 types of necrosis.
Yes.
The one before that, we need to know why.
Means
The mechanism.
Definition.
The definition. It's just a definition.
yes.
The mechanism we don't need to know, right? How the process happens.
You read it, you understand.
Understand it or not.
Okay. So all these necrosis part is all important. Gangrene also, gangrene is a type of necrosis. Apoptosis I have not taken up in detail because it is quite a difficult topic, but just I wanted you to know the difference between them. Okay. And one more topic which I missed here is definitely the injury. What is happening in the reversible and the irreversible.
Oh, reversible and irreversible.
Okay. Okay, coming on to inflammation and repair. Now this is an important chapter. So the causes of inflammation remains the same. Okay. Now here you want to know what is the cardinal signs of inflammation, the 5 cardinal signs of inflammation, that is important. And then we discussed about vascular events and the cellular events. So you need to know about vascular events as well and cellular events as well. Not in very detail, but yes, you should know it briefly. So vascular events, what is happening? There will be vasodilation, after that increased vascular permeability, stasis, what is happening there, then WBC migration and SLP migration, 5 steps. Okay? Same will hold true for the cellular events. Okay? How the WBC enters, what it does, it marginates, rolls, then grades, then hemotaxis and phagocytosis. Okay, so all those steps you should be able to tell, and you should be able to write something about it. Not in detail, one line, because your questions will be mainly 5 marks questions. Okay. So that covers your acute inflammation. Okay, so chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation, what is most important is your tuberculosis. Your granulomatous inflammation part is the most important one. So you should be able to tell what is happening in the granulomatous inflammation and the granuloma, basically, the structure of a granuloma. Okay? Yes? This part will be important. So you should, if you are asked describe the structure of a granuloma, you should be able to tell the components of a granuloma. Okay? The differences between acute and chronic inflammation. Mostly it will cover your whole of the lecture only. I'm so sorry. I tried to put only that in the slide which is important. So if you talk about healing and repair, the steps of healing and repair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Okay? And then the factors which are influencing the healing. Okay? Now here you have lot many factors. So even if you remember 5, that is more than enough. Okay? Alright? Yes. Then let's take up the circulatory system. You need to know the definition of anemia, the causes of anemia,
Sorry, can you slow down again?
definition
Sorry,
and the
sorry.
causes of anemia.
This is under circulatory system, is it?
Yes.
Okay, we need to know what is it. We need to know the causes.
Causes.
Definition and causes of anemia.
Okay.
Okay. And then your morphological classification of anemia.
The microcyte.
Microcytic, normocytic, macrocytic.
So we need to
With
tell.
one
We need to
example.
elaborate on this one.
Sorry?
We need to elaborate on this one, or just write the three names only
3 names with one example.
with one example.
Okay? Rest you know we have discussed all these anemia, so MCQs can be formed from all these. So you should know what is happening in each of the anemia. MCQs are MCQs can be formed on the types of anemia. Okay? Then let's go on to the heart diseases. So you should know which layer is affected in each of the diseases. Okay, so if you are asked about myocarditis, is the inflammation of which layer of the heart?
Myocardium.
Myocardium. Okay, likewise, you should be able to answer the questions. These are basically important topics for your MCQs. Vegetations in the heart are seen in which disease? Infective endocarditis. Okay? So these are the topics which are important for your MCQ content. Next important topic is thrombosis, the definition the three names with one example each. Definition of embolism. Okay. Pulmonary thromboembolism, the most common cause is deep vein thrombosis. Okay. So likewise MCQs can be formed. Alright. Deficiency disease is done. Let's go to muscle disorders. Now in the muscle disorders, you should know why it is happening. Firstly, for each of the diseases I am telling. Why it is caused by, what it is caused by. It could be a virus, it could be a genetic disease. Okay, so you should know why it is caused. What is the reason? Is it a virus which is causing it? Is it a genetic deficiency? Which is the protein, which is the gene which is deficient? Okay, and then you need to know the clinical features for each of the diseases. Okay.
Can you repeat this finding? Sorry. So we need to know the definition of the muscle disorders. And
Cause, not definition, cause.
Cause.
What is causing the disease?
Okay.
Like in polio, it is a polio virus which is causing the disease. Okay, then you should know which part it is affecting. Like it is destroying the anterior horn of the lower motor neuron of the spinal cord. Okay, so where it is affected, and then the features. Okay, clinical features. Likewise, if you go into Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, what is the cause? It is a genetic disorder, X-linked recessive disorder, which is caused by mutation in the gene dystrophin. Dystrophin gene deficiency, dystrophin gene affected, because of which there is absence in the dystrophin protein. So, the cause you should know. And then the 5 features. Okay. So for each of the muscle disorders, you need to know the cause, where it is affecting, and what are the clinical features. Okay. For each one of them. For polymyositis as well. The first two are important. Polio and Duchenne's is very important. Okay. Let's go to neoplasia.
yeah, so polymyositis, mycetosis, don't need to
That is, at least cause you should know for all.
cause of
Cause, where they are affecting, and what are the clinical features. That you have to do for muscle disorders. I am not going into individual level. Okay. Neoplasia, the definition of neoplasia. Now definition, if you can write on your own also, that is okay. Okay, I have described you each terms in the definition. So if you can remember this, you can. If you want to write your own words, you are free to do that. Okay, just the essence, the meaning should be there, whatever you write. Okay. Alright. After definition, 2 types, benign and malignant. Differences between benign and malignant. What is neoplasia due to? It is due to DNA damage. Okay. So, progressive DNA damage is responsible for causing neoplasia. Okay. Differences between the two I told you. Features of malignant and benign, mainly the malignant part. invasion, metastasis, very important. Anaplasia occurs in malignant tumors. Okay. So the name of the features are important. And lastly, what is important is features distinguishing. Please remember. Anaplasia, morphological features of a malignant cell. Okay. So any 5 you are free to remember. Okay. You can write it in your words. You can draw a diagram. Anyhow. Okay. Just label the diagram if you are drawing. Okay. Okay. Then after that, pathways, 3 pathways of spread of tumor: lymphatic spread, hematogenous spread, and seeding within body cavities. Okay. That's all. Let's go to respiratory system. Still there?
Doctor, actually how many question we have? How many MCQ we have?
Maybe your paper is generally of 60 marks. I have to confirm how many marks. I have not yet prepared, so I need to know the marks. I think your paper will be mostly of 60 marks. There may be some 20 MCQs and 5, then 40 left. 5 into 8, so 8 questions. 8 exams. So that will be equally divided between pathology and micro. Micro also has a component, right? So that will be a combined paper for micro and path.
So for your part, for the question, 8 question, how many you have? Okay. Like the 8 question just now you say.
So the MCQs will be both from micro and patho. Likewise, SCQs will also be from both. So we have
Maybe
taken,
10,
I think
10
I have taken some 7-8 lectures. He has taken some 7-8 lectures. So the questions will be equally divided between patho and micro.
So just 20 MCQ.
So maybe 10. Maybe. So for the question you say the short question is the 8 question. So maybe 4 like that.
Yeah, like that. Okay, so for the asthma, I already told you to remember that, short keywords, IgEs, produce, eosinophils, type 1 hypersensitivity, all that you can remember. The 3 main symptoms of asthma: coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath. Pneumonia, you need to remember the organism, that is the Streptococcus pneumoniae. Two types of pneumonia: bronchopneumonia and lobar pneumonia, and the name of the 4 stages of pneumonia. Names. Okay. Names. Now for each of the further diseases, emphysema, chronic bronchitis and bronchiectasis, please remember the definition, the cause. So the definition is here, the cause and what is happening in the disease. Like in emphysema, there is dilatation of the alveoli. What is the cause for this? Smoking, which is destroying the elastic tissue in the wall. That will be your cause. What is it is cause? Okay, so you will have elastic degradation and you will have dilated alveoli. Next is try to remember some main clinical feature of each of the diseases. Okay, main clinical feature. Then chronic bronchitis definition. It is caused by the hypersecretion of the mucus main feature will be cough with large amounts of sputum. Okay. Same goes true for bronchiectasis. The definition: permanent dilatation of bronchi and bronchioles. What is the cause? Obstruction and persistent infection. What it will cause? It will cause chronic productive foul smelling sputum. Okay. So definition, cause, what it is causing in the lung, and one definite feature, clinical feature. Okay. Okay. That completes. Any topic is left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 topics.
很多嘞，我老母。